Alright everybody, and welcome back to yet another Fire Emblem Thracia episode. Today, we're gonna do something a little bit different, just a shade bit different. Yeah, we're actually gonna go over my original file here, like the very first time, my very first playthrough even, when I reached chapter 22, and just how hopeless it were for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just display my characters here and show off which scrolls I had, like my item situation. Yeah, I mentioned this a few times throughout my playthrough that I would like to do this just to show off what it would look like for a first timer getting here. Yeah, it's not very pretty. A lot of characters are dead, and yeah, a lot of my units suck. But yeah, first of all, before we even check out our characters, or my characters, just whatever, first of all, I would like to go over the item list here. Yeah. From what I remember, I did a pretty good job here accruing up weapons, or collecting weapons, perhaps I should say here. Yeah. Like, yeah. Pretty good stuff here. I certainly am not lacking for regular items, A bunch of hammers, more than I, well, knew what to do with. Yeah, killer axe, a bunch of battle axes. The booyah axe is broken, very nice, and yeah, lots of thunder tomes, random Yuramun gun there, yeah, nice amount of healing stays, not terribly many physics, only 3 physics at this point, and remember this is all the physics I have, where I, in the list menu here, which displays all items, even items, both in the convoy and items on my characters, so yeah, we get to see everything here. Yes, only one single rescue staff. I actually have 2 restore staves. That wasn't so bad. It was better than I thought. Yeah, but the main reason why I tapped out on this map is because, like, as you can see, I don't have a regular warp staff. So, yeah, I really didn't know how to tackle this map once I got here. Like, I didn't have, first of all, the thief staff. I never recruited Tina here on this playthrough, so I never stole any silence staves or berserker staves, stuff like that. And same goes on this map. Like, Tina is very nice to have here to steal the main boss's berserker staff, the guy on the gate there, so that he can't, well, screw you over. So, like, when I started this up, you saw him, like the main boss with the berserk staff, then you have Sayas with the sleep and the silence, I believe he also has, and then there's a a third guy, like the third mage. There's a bishop on this level that also, on top of all that, too has his silence staff. So, like, I was so crowd controlled, and yeah, I had 7 restores. I couldn't even cure all the negative effects that would fall on me. And yeah, I guess, I could have silenced at least well, the guy there with the silence staff. I'm just gonna back out here in case you wonder what I'm talking about. There's this guy down here, yeah. This guy I could definitely have put, well, I could have taken him down with the silence staff there. I don't even remember if I were thinking about that, but yeah. Like, I saw all these ballistas, all the crowd control stays, and I just lost all will to keep on playing, is essentially what happened there. So yeah, didn't have Tina to get the berserk staff from that guy, and Sayas, with all the leadership stars, the level just broke me. It's as simple as that. I just said, well, fuck it, I don't want to play anymore, I'm just getting upset at this point. So yeah, I gave up, but a few months later, I came back and I followed guides and I had a much better time with the game. But yeah, as you'll see though, I definitely think I could have beaten this level. I definitely gave up a little bit too soon, but I just got too frustrated, essentially. Yeah, one final hammer here, very much like on my current playthrough. I only have 1 hammer left there as well. Oh my god, I have a lot of rewarps, way more than I have on my current playthrough. Jesus. Yeah, here are the scrolls. Not that many. Yeah, not that many indeed. Linua with Dane scroll here. Dermot has the Fiala, Eda has the Brage, Glade has the Zed, and the Thrud scroll is on Iloa. Yeah, I never got the Zul scroll on this playthrough, or... Yeah, no, I never even got it. I never got the Nair scroll. I never had the Heim scroll. yeah, I'm sure there is some other scroll that I might be missing, but yeah, like, the scroll situation doesn't look very good. Oh yeah, the OD scroll is not here. I definitely lost that somewhere along the way. Yeah, it's not looking too great, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, let's just back out of here. That's the item situation, and then we're gonna look at my characters. Now, yeah, as you can see, I lost a lot of units. This is all the characters that are left. Let's see here. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. Wait, did I do that right? 6 characters, 12, 18, only 19. Wow. Dude, that is ridiculous. 19 characters. Yeah, this is a pretty good Leaf. Like, he's not as good as my Leaf on my current playthrough. He's actually got more calm, which is a bit surprising, considering, like, you know, on my playthrough, on my current one, I've leveled Leaf up with the Nair Scroll, which boosts Constitution by 10%. And yeah, I only have 12 con on my current file. However, my current Leaf has 20 defense. This guy is only at 12. Yeah, not too impressive. But he's alright, I guess. Oh yeah, my current Leaf has 10 medic. This guy only has 4. That's not that's not very good for his sake. And yeah, let's see here. Eda. I never even bothered leveling up Eda on my current file here. She's pretty good, you know. Although, I pointed this out before, but, like, yeah, I don't particularly like her very much. She doesn't have... Yeah, she's basically just a worse Karin, in my opinion. Well, that's not necessarily true either, though. She's got slightly higher growths than Karin, but she only has half the movement growth of Karin. Like, there's a 1% chance of gaining movement on level up, whereas Karin has a 2%, which makes a big diff. And yeah, I believe Karin has higher magic growth, but I'm actually a little bit surprised. Eda is at 11 magic. That is very high. But yeah, only 6 con. Yeah, Dean is definitely the best flyer in the game. Karin and Eda are a little bit screwed here. Eda should honestly have had higher FCM. Like, Dean should have had 1, and they should have given Eda the 3 or something. I don't know. But yeah, apparently I was about to give her a depth manual there too. And yeah, here we have Dalsim. I leveled him up to level 20, and here's the funny thing about him. I taught him the Paragon skill, and I never promoted him. What a waste. What a friggin' waste. Karin, not as good as my Karin. This Karin is actually a very high level 17. I think mine is 14 or 15 by chapter 23. But yeah, she's not bad here. She has less defense than my Karin, only 8 move, my Karin has 10. But yeah, overall, pretty damn good. 16 strength, not bad. Yeah. Definitely a very solid card in there, I would personally say. Makua here, yeah, I completely misremembered. I did not remember promoting Makka or even playing with her, but yeah, here you are, here you go. I definitely trained her up on my first playthrough. I even promoted her. She's a hero. E rank in the Nexus there. And I gotta say, she's looking pretty damn good. Like, high defense, high strength, decent con, you know? She's basically an Orsin light. Slightly worse than Orsin. And the only reason I say that is because Orsin has support. Makua doesn't have support. She gets support by Zed, but, you know, you don't recruit him until chapter 23. So yeah, she has to be without support for a very long time in the game. Then Aspel, let's see. This Aspel is not as good as my Aspel. That's her Dansher, like on my current playthrough. However, this Aspel, yeah, he's got C rank in Stays. That is better than mine. But yeah, mine has 1 high rank in Lightning Magic there on my current playthrough, yeah. And yeah, this guy only has 8 defense. I believe my Aspel has 11 or 12. And my Aspel also has like 9 or 10, maybe even 11 count, so yeah. And yeah, I also have higher health on mine, I believe. Then here, Kallion. Yeah, I actually promoted Kallion. And yeah, he's looking really solid. What the hell? Yeah. And see, what I never realized whilst playing this game is that Kallion, he can use both swords and lances whilst he's on horseback, which, in my opinion, makes him one of the best cavalry in the entire game. You know, couple that with his FCM of 4, is incredibly strong. He gets support by Leaf, he gets support by Selfina. So yeah, he not only does he have access to high FCM, like the fact that he has 2 support or units that support him up to boost his crit by 20%, that is crazy. And you know, he's one of those units who has incredibly good growth across the board, like in all stats, perhaps except magic. So yeah, he's super solid. He's definitely top tier. Like if I make a tier list at the end of this project, which I am leaning towards doing, I'm probably gonna put Kallion very high up on that list. He's really good. I just lost him on my current playthrough, which is a shame. He's super good, actually. Super solid unit. And here we have Sophia. She's decent, you know. Yeah, Sophia is Sophia. Shroff. Well, you know, decent Shroff. Nothing too much to say there. And here, my Orsin, this is the guy that has been carrying my first playthrough here throughout the entire game. Like, I pretty much put all my eggs in one basket. Like, I remember on chapter 19, to finish that map, I basically just gave Orsin, well, I don't remember how many hand axes, but a bunch of hand axes and his booyaks, and he would just sit down there at the bottom of the level, and he would just chuck axes with the soul skill, you know? So yeah, he leveled up to level 20 on that map. Like, I just sat there for like 20-30 turns and cleared enemies. And yeah, made sure that he had a few scrolls on him, and yeah, this is the result of that training. He's actually pretty damn good. His magic obviously isn't very strong, but he was definitely my carry there. Then Glade, let's see. Mediocre Glade. Yeah, my current one is a lot stronger. Not really a whole lot else to be said. Oh wow, this Saga is a whole lot worse than my Saga on my current playthrough. What the hell? Yeah, see, this is what happens when you don't have the Jesus scroll. You can definitely see I used the Dane scroll on her, but yeah, not all that impressive. But you know, she's still good. She just dies very easily, but she can pack a wall up there. And then here we have Nanna. I haven't taught her any skills, but unlike my current playthrough, one thing I see here is that she's at B rank in staves, which is incredibly solid. However, look at her health. 32. 9 defense. Oh my god, 11 strength, yeah. Like, she only has like a 15% strength growth, and since I never had the Daenerys scroll... Oh yeah, the Muren scroll. I didn't see the Muren scroll here either. I must have lost that too then. Yeah. Yet another very important scroll that just were lost on this freaking playthrough. Hooray. Hooray for that. But yeah, this Nanna, she's okay. You know, she heals. She's on a horseback. You know, yeah, she's alright. But I'm just saying, in comparison to my current Nanna, she's a lot worse. My Nanna has 15 defense. My Nanna has 12 con? Or maybe... Yeah, maybe 13. I don't really remember. My Nanna has way higher strength, slightly higher magic. Yeah, everything is just better. But the main point is just the health. Like, my Nanna has 57 or 58, maybe even 59 health. That's the difference that the Daenerys and the Jesus scroll can make. Like, those scrolls are busted. Like, at first glance, health might not seem like such an important stat, but, you know, across many levels, like, if you can boost the character's health by 20 plus, you know, that's when you reach a critical mass, which separates a character from, like, a superhero and a regular dude or dudette. But yeah, Lara here is alive on my first playthrough. Yeah, I lost her on my current playthrough back on chapter 6, I want to say. Like, back when you first encountered Raedric there in the arena. But yeah, she is pretty good. Like, 26 health. Yeah, I don't really see anything strikingly bad with her. Like, she's a thief. She just needs to survive. I think she has plenty of health and stuff like that. But yeah, it's such a shame. I was planning on leveling up Lara on my current playthrough, you know, make her into a dancer, and like try and level her up with the Nair and Jesus Scroll and make a fighter out of her, you know, a dancing fighter. But I never managed. The coolest thing, if you can do that, is since she and Pawn support each other, they can be a very dangerous duo there to run around with. But yeah, alas, I lost her. Oh well. Let's see here, Ilios. Yeah, decent Ilios here. Like, pretty much the same stats as my current one. Yeah, pretty much. Decent unit. Marita, level 20. Yeah, I don't have any promoting items for her, so she's just sitting here. But yeah, good stats, as is to be expected by a Marita. And then Dermot, still alive here. Yeah, only level 6. But hilariously enough, one of my stronger units at this point in the game. Holy crap, dude. Is this a sad display of power here? But yeah, like, the fact that I didn't have any... Well, yeah, see, there's another problem. Like, I wonder, wait, hold on, let me go back here. Let's just hit the deploy. Yeah, look at this. All these characters are fatigued. Even Orson is fatigued. Okay, well, Dulce... I could have brought Dulcimer, but you see, I only have 12 characters for this map. And, yeah, I mean, it's a decent team. Oh, wait, I skipped Robert. Whoops, let's check out Robert. I'm sorry. Yeah, Robert here, in my opinion, the best archer in the entire game. He's got an FCM of 3, and yeah, like, his growths across the board are very good. Even without scrolls, he will become a super strong fighter. Like, he can easily reach up towards 60 HP if he levels up with the Jesus Scroll. Like, he's super good. Yeah, I actually really like this guy, but I never, well, used him on my current playthrough, but yeah, the FCM of 3 there, super strong. He gets support by Glade and Selfina, which is super strong. Yeah, like, he can pretty much crit anything. Really freaking solid unit here. Like, if you want to go with an archer, hands down, in my opinion, the best one. Easily, like, well, at the very least an A-tier unit. S-tier, I would say, on outdoor maps. But otherwise, A-rank. And yeah, I don't know why I'm spoiling the rank results here now, but yeah, whatever, I guess. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was just mentioning this here is the only little rinky-dink, well, amount of soldiers I had here at the very end. We had a restore on Aspel, and then a restore on Nanna, sure, right? Well, I was probably gonna give it to her. Okay, no, never mind. Linuan had the other one. And I missed going over Linuan too. What the hell is wrong with me? I missed Linuan as well. Well, this is what she looks like. I'm leveling her up with the Dane Scroll. Tiny amount of health. Like, my Linuan on my current playthrough, around 40 health. Yeah, and she only is a couple of levels higher than this one, or than this Linuan, so... Yeah, pretty sad, but... Yeah, this is what it looks like when you don't entirely know what you're doing, but this Linuan isn't bad either. She's getting up there in defense at the very least. Yeah. And did I miss anyone else, or is that everyone? Yeah, I think that's everyone. But, so yeah, 2 restore staves, I keep messing that up. Yeah, I was planning on using Linuan and Aspel here, it seems like, to cure the silence and the sleep and the berserks and all of that, but yeah. See, that's the problem too on this map, since there are so many enemies who can, well, screw you over with crowd control stays, like, and I only had 2 restore stays. I couldn't keep up with them. It was just too much to do. So yeah, it was just very frustrating and very annoying for me once I got to this map. Like, yeah, and the biggest problem is, like, I didn't have a decent tank. Like, yeah, I had Orsin. He was very good, right? But I don't think I had any stamina drinks, right? Actually, I had one here. I should totally have given it to Orsin. Yeah, he needs to come here. But I think that, like, with the knowledge I have today, like, with how the map works, I could definitely beat the map with this team. Like, there's no question about it, almost. But, yeah, I was just so down in the dumps. And like, granted, yeah, these guys are very weak. Like, look at their health. They're all so squishy. Like, nobody here can tank more than one ballista shot, with the exception of Orson. Yeah. Yeah, perhaps Callion could have, but yeah, very sad team. Like, Leaf is one of the stronger guys here. Yeah, it's just very, very sad. But there you go. I have now shown off my, well, crummy team here on my first playthrough. It was a lot of fun to do so. And yeah, I'm just gonna upload this video directly after part 83 there, when I finished up chapter 22. Or no, I'm gonna upload it directly after part 82. There you go. That's when I beat chapter 22, yeah. So yeah, please tell me what you think. Were my units shitty? Were they decent? Could you have done it with my team? Could ya? Yeah. I guess that will be it for this episode. I'll see you guys in part 84, or, well, in 83 actually, yeah. Okay, just wait. See you guys in a few days. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.